Hey you guys, what's going on? I didn't really want to make this video in origin, but basically what happened is a person that I know online, I don't know them well, yesterday was hit in a hit and run drunk driving accident while he was out training, and he passed away. And this stuff happens all the time. And I wasn't going to make this video because I thought, I don't know this person well, we just exchanged like travel tips and training tips. But the problem is that it hit me really hard, and I couldn't understand why this hit me so hard. I was basically knocked out yesterday morning. I was really sad, and I understood why. And it's because that person who lost their life yesterday literally could have been anyone. It could have been any one of us. Any one of us who was out training early in the morning on the bike. And that really hit me hard, like super hard, because I felt like, how can you justify a thing like this? This should not happen. This shouldn't happen. How can someone who is working on their life, working hard, training, who you kind of form a bond with people who are going through what you're going through, who are going through the training for events that you're doing too, and it's like, how can all that be wiped out in one split second? While they were out on like a normal training ride on any day of the week, which is something that everybody, I think, who follows this channel, we have this in common. And it's like, it's devastating, it's tragic, and it's all too common. It happens literally all the time. But it always seems to happen to people who you don't know, you know? Always seems to happen to people who are far away. You read about it on the news, this and this girl here. But then when it happens to someone who, like, you don't even that well, but you have this sort of bond, it really hits hard. At least that's what happened to me. And I didn't really want to make this video because it's kind of a downer, but this is real. This is real. This is real stuff. This is real stuff that happens all the time. All the time you see this stuff happen, but it always happens to other people, never to you. And God forbid it happens to someone that I really know, and that I mean, if it feels this way like today, imagine if it were someone who I saw every day. Imagine if it were my training buddy. Imagine being in that situation when it happens. Imagine if it were me. It could have been any one of us. And the only things I could think of to try and be visible on the road, because cyclists are the weakest people on the road, basically. After people on foot, arguably we are even worse off than people on foot, because we can ride fast and we have zero protection. We just have our helmet, and all we can do is be visible, because people in cars are like, they're always sleeping, man. You can see it. They're never like sharp. They're never on point. Always looking on the phone, looking at like Instagram, that kind of stuff. And that makes me so mad when it happens. That makes me so mad. Because that's literally a 2-ton car, and I'm like out there with no protection whatsoever. So I try and be visible as possible. Bright colors. It's time to burn the black kits. Black kits have no place on the road, at least for me. That's what I'm going to do. I've already burned my 2XU kit, and it's never going to use it again. Lights, and be aware, be hyper aware of your surroundings, mega aware of what's going on, because people in cars are not going to do it for you. We need to do our best to be hyper aware and to not put ourselves in danger. And that may be going off road and not saying so much on the road, because it's really dangerous. And the last thing that I was thinking about after this fucking tragedy is, imagine what he would have done if he had known this was going to happen. Imagine what he would have done to get even like 10 extra minutes. Imagine what he would have done to get 10 minutes. And for us, we are so good, humans are so good at forgetting how precious these things are. And it's 10 minutes, we waste minutes every day, every single day we waste minutes. And the only thing you can do is to make the most of now. Make the most of the time we have. Make the most of it, because it can be wiped out like that in one split second. It can be taken away. And that is absolutely crazy. And then the craziest thing is that it's not even in our control. It's just so random. How can you justify something like this? A person who worked hard, a person who woke up early to train, wiped out by a goddamn drunk driver. That is insanity. That's insanity. And it's so normal though. It happens every day. So make the most, just make the most of it. Make the most of the present moment. Long-term plans, but living in the present. Being very attached to the present and how valuable the present is. How valuable time is. One life. That's what we get, one life. At least I don't know, but one life, I believe, is what we get. So yeah, guys, that's it. I don't know what else to say. What is there to say, really? What is there to say? I might post this video and then I might delete it, but it's just that it really hit me hard. So stay safe, guys.